Well, this was supposed to be Game Controversies number 3, but honestly, I kind of think I might just branch it off into something else at this point. So, of course, welcome to, I guess, Developer Controversies. So, of course, today I'm taking a look at the 5 EA controversies I could find. Although there's definitely bound to be more than 5. 5 is just a really good starting point. So, of course, now, EA themselves, well, they're not the worst company, in my opinion. I know, shocking, but they definitely have some really stupid ideas at times. So, of course, let's get into them. So, at my number 5 pick, we of course have the Battlefront II launch. So, this game came out in 2017, and well, while it was good, it didn't have one of the more controversial launches in gaming history, and that was because, well, you had to grind countless hours or pay real world money just to unlock characters. Now, microtransactions were something already controversial before this game dropped, with games like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and Shadow of Mordor having them in the games. But they kind of got associated with EA because EA had a major screw up when it came to the PR response about this. Next up, we of course have the Mass Effect 1 sex scene. Now, when I say that, I mean like very lightly. Mass Effect, I mean that game, like, that scene was pretty tame compared to like other stuff that we've seen in gaming. Now, this isn't something that EA themselves got into controversy over, and this was, I think, actually before EA had control over Mass Effect. I honestly do not remember. But so Mass Effect 1 was a game released in 2007, and you could romance various characters. Now, notice this one scene in the game where you could witness Shepard have a nice night with one of their companions. Now, obviously, the scene itself isn't really that graphic. Like, the worst thing you'd see is like some side boob and butt, and that's honestly really it. Although, Fox News, well, Fox News had a hit piece on this, which isn't really surprising because they had a hit piece on the PSP, and so they did a hit piece on the Xbox 360, where someone on that channel basically accused Mass Effect of being a full on adult game. The irony is that Mass Effect was never like that. They also brought someone on air to actually kind of discredit her, which was kind of funny. But it definitely remains to be a more interesting EA controversy. Next up, we of course have monetizing games. These are, of course, including the Star Wars series, Sims, and of course Battlefield. So EA has gone into quite a bit of controversy for over monetizing their games. Some people argue that some of the games are pay to win, and while that is somewhat debatable and for some games is true, nonetheless it has caused significant outcry with the gaming community. Next up, we of course have the Mass Effect 3 ending. So, while Mass Effect 3 is one of my favorite games, its ending was pretty controversial. Even though I personally disagree with what I've heard about it, there's been quite a few people that have felt that the ending for Mass Effect 3 was really disappointing. Not to mention EA's response to it wasn't exactly all that good. Well, there was the extended cut and DLC added to make Mass Effect 3 a bit more of a positive experience. It definitely did leave a fair share of ire. But of course, obviously, there's really not much else to say about that one. So of course, offset number 1, we of course have live service games. Those of course being Battlefield 2047, no 2042, Anthem, and Dragon Age. Now of course, live service is a very it's a very controversial thing in gaming. We've seen stuff like Concord, and of course Sea of Thieves, and of course Call of Duty try the live service type of game. Now, some live service games have in fact done somewhat well, the Call of Duty series and Grand Theft Auto being two of them. Other games like Battlefield 2042 and of course Concord have fallen face first right over the start line. It also sucks that other games that really were never live service to begin with, like Battlefield and Dragon Age, have kind of been forced into that, or at least we plan to be one. And of course, some are probably going to be shocked about Dragon Age, but from what I've heard, Vilgard was supposed to be a live service game, which I'm not even a fan of Dragon Age, but that's honestly the most scariest thing I could hear about Dragon Age is the fact that EA tried making a live service game. But of course, these were some controversies EA have found themselves in. I actually do plan to do this with other developers, like Ubisoft, and of course Rockstar, and of course, so on and so on. But of course, that's all I have for today's video, so thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time with a brand new video. So stay tuned.